Hello and welcome friends, this is Iron Tyrant and this is my rundown of the new Origin X1 series. So what is the X1? Well, the X1 is a luxury speeder that comes in 3 variants, none of which sadly we can expect to be available in 3.0. So until its release, you'll get a Nox to speed around on instead. So what are the 3 variants? Well, we've got the base model, the Velocity and the Force. All of these, as you'd expect, do share some of the same features and common aspects. All of them fall under what I like to call the parasite category, meaning they can be used both in space and on planet, but we're going to need to catch a ride to traverse between the two. None of them have a jump or quantum drive, and again don't have the option to carry cargo, limiting the use of practicality. So it's not going to be something I would recommend as having a primary ship. But as a plus, as always, they do come with LTI as it is a concept sale, and the price tag wouldn't make it a bad LTI token to upgrade to something else. So next let's have a gander at the new variants. So the base model comes at a price tag of £33.60. Warband £38.40. At this stage, before the Q&A, there isn't too much to say here. It comes with both a size 1 weapon hardpoint and a size 1 shield. And that's pretty much what we know at this point, what we haven't covered already. For roughly another £5, you're going to get the Velocity, aka the Racer. This is going to scrap the weapon's hardpoint for what we believe is going to be the trade-off for a lighter and more agile frame, and we're assuming it's going to be quicker as well, given that it's a Racer. Also, with having the name of Velocity as well, if it's not faster, I'm going to call a case of false advertising. For another £5 down on the table, you can get the Force. In true variant style, this is a more combat focused version. To help with this, you're going to get an extra size 1 shield generator according to the stats page. From what we know so far, I'm expecting this version to be like an exploration sort of scout sort of vehicle. It can go ahead, report what's going on before coming back and letting know what's happening. So if we take a look at the concept art, there's a few things that stand out. Firstly, the view from the pilot's seat in concept looks pretty good, to be fair. It's not got too many things obstructing in front, especially when you compare this to the Nox. The position of a pilot also seems to offer more protection than the Nox, and of course the Dragonfly, where you are very exposed. Also from a concept, it seems to share the same stationary aspects as the Nox, where when not in use it's going to hover rather than land. One department where it is going to be lacking though, compared to its other manufacturers' offerings, is in weaponry. Compared to the Dragonfly and the Nox, which both have 2 size 1 hardpoints, we're only going to get 1, or none in the case of Velocity. Usually here I'd imagine there to be some sort of trade-off of a smaller weapon payload, and of course lack of cargo carrying as well with the X1. I'm guessing it may be a little bit quicker, or it may just simply be the fact that you're paying for the Origin brand. Hopefully we're going to find out more in the Q&As. So when it comes to the Q&As, I've got 3 main points I would like answering. Firstly, when we look at the Force, how much more durable is it going to be than the other versions? And is it going to carry any sort of extra sensors for exploration and scouting? Secondly, I'd like to look at the Velocity and know how much quicker it's going to be than the other variants, and is it going to be quicker than the Nox? Which in my eyes, I hope it is, because it just screams speed, and I would love to see these used regularly as racers and use one myself for a racer. And finally, what is the trade-off for the less hard points? As I said before, is it simply going to be a case of a prestige aspect? Are we paying for the Origin name and branding, like a Ferrari versus a Fiat? Or do we get something in return for having less weapons on board? So as with all concept sales, there's a few ways to buy these, other than just on their own. They come in a pack together. A Racer add-on sort of pack, where you get a basic X1 Plus, a Nox and a Dragonfly, and finally in an Origin pack that includes all the Origin stuff altogether, other than the 890 jump. So would I recommend you getting one? At this stage, I would say hang on for the Q&As, so we get a bit more info, as currently out of the Dragonfly, Nox and X1, I still believe the Dragonfly to be the best option. It has the 2 weapons, plus it can carry a passenger or 1 unit of cargo. That being said, out of the variants, one I still think shows the most promise to me is the Velocity. If it turns out to be faster than the Nox, I believe that it will be a good racer in this category and worth getting. That wraps up this video. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Iron Tyrant. See you next time.